Just another week as a New York Giants fan and another week of quarterback controversy. Video is being sponsored by BetUS. Make sure you guys check out BetUS for a 150% sign-up bonus up to $2,000 on your first deposit. Your second and third are 125%. Thank you to BetUS for sponsoring this video. Now back to it. What is going on, guys? What's going on, 27 Squad? Welcome back into another video. I'm sorry it's been a while since I made a video. It almost seems weird that I'm here making a video. I had a very eventful weekend or week. You guys know Thanksgiving. I made a video right before Thanksgiving, right before the game, talking about it a little bit, and you know, the implications of that. And then my birthday was on Saturday, so pretty much from Thursday of Thanksgiving all the way to like Sunday, I was busy. Then Monday, obviously I can never make a video on Mondays because I work, and then I go straight to my flag football games. So now we are finally here, and I wanted to make this video pretty much all weekend long. And you know, we talked about Cam Ward and we talked about Shedeur Sanders in this upcoming draft, and it honestly seems like that is the direction that the New York Giants are trending at right now. They are currently 2-10 right now, which is insane to me. But yeah, they're 2-10, and they are in a tight, close race with the Jacksonville Jaguars and Vegas Raiders for the number 1 overall pick. Now, as of right now, the New York Giants have I think they're at 3rd right now, and they're really close. It's not set in stone yet who's going to get what, but if they continue with this trend, the Giants may have a chance to at least get the 2nd overall pick, because Jacksonville and the Raiders still have to play each other. Now, I think they would have to tie to still remain. I don't even know about that. I think a tie would put them farther down. I don't even know about that. But the Raiders and the Jaguars still have to play each other, so there's still hope, guys. But I don't really want to talk about that today. We talked about that ad nauseum. We are and I'm gonna be doing film reviews on those two quarterbacks. But I want to talk about the legacy. Arch Manning. Now, you guys know, ever since Arch Manning came out of high school and he declared to Texas, he always had the Giants linked to him, obviously because of Eli Manning, which is weird because he's never linked to the Indianapolis Colts, or at least that's not what I've ever seen. I've always seen him linked to the Giants as if he has more of a legacy to start in with the Giants than with the Colts. I don't know. This is before Anthony Richardson, by the way. And then maybe even Denver as well, but now they have Bo Nix, who's been apparently balling out. But Arch Manning has been linked to the Giants ever since he came out of high school as like the heir apparent to the Manning name as far as the New York Giants goes. And listen, although we love the Cinderella story, let's talk about what that really means. Now, if you guys didn't know, Arch Manning isn't even draft eligible until 2026, and that is the draft after this draft, which is the 2025 NFL draft. However, a lot of people are saying that the Mannings do not leave college early. They just don't do it. It's not in their DNA. They always finish and get their degree in this, that, and third. So we may not even see Arch Manning until the 2027 draft. Arch Manning did get redshirted this year, even though he got a good amount of playing time. It's weird that he didn't get redshirted last year. Apparently, he got redshirted in the 2024 season, which was this season, and so he has an extra year of eligibility. He could actually play with an NFL, with a college team until the year 2028, which is really interesting. Not that that would happen, but that's how long he is eligible to play college ball. Now, listen, if you watch Arch Manning in the, I want to say 2 or 3 games that he started this year for the Texas Longhorns in replacement for Quinn Ewers, who's probably going to be a first-round pick this year as well, if you watch him, he looks good. He looks great. He can throw a deep ball, extremely accurate, throws a pretty ball, makes good decisions, and is a complete dog. He goes out there, lays his body on the line, and has some speed to him. He's very sneaky athletic for being a Manning. Well, then again, he is the son of Cooper Manning, who was a wide receiver and not a quarterback. So if he was going to get the athletic trait of any of the brothers, it was going to be Cooper. But I really do like Arch Manning. I think Arch is going to be probably a high draft pick, a high first round pick, maybe top 5, maybe even first overall when it's all said and done and he actually goes into the NFL draft. But let's talk about the Giants actually waiting for Arch Manning. Now, if the Giants were to do that, you would already have to plan ahead and say, we are going to tank for as many seasons as it takes for Arch Manning to get in that draft. We're going to acquire picks. We are going to try to build this roster the best we can with the highest draft pick possible, and that requires tanking. Now, it's still up in the air whether the Giants are even tanking this year. I am really starting to think that the Giants are tanking this year. I know a lot of people don't think that. They're saying that's not the Giant way and all that traditional BS. But if you just watch the games and you watch the coaching decisions and you watch how everything is playing out and how the results of these games are, it really does seem like the Giants are not trying to win. Now, if they are tanking, we are not going to see Joe Schoen and Brian Daboll fired. I've said this on multiple videos. If you have a plan of tanking, you don't fire the people you're planning on tanking with. You don't do that. Obviously, if tanking is happening, there is a plan in place and an agenda that they're trying to fulfill. So you're not going to see John Mara fire anybody if they are indeed tanking. Now, a lot of people think there are some anonymous sources, some insiders on Twitter that, Pretty Ricky or whatever, or Ugly Ricky. There's a lot of RCers or something like that. I don't know. There's a lot of insiders that are always right on Twitter. And they said that it's pretty much said and done that Brian Daboll and Joe Schoen are done in New York. It's just a matter of time. And obviously, that's probably going to go into the offseason, Black Monday, as they call it, the day after the final, game, the Week 17 game. Then we'll see them fired. If they are indeed fired and the Giants want to wait for Arch Manning, and you guys want to wait for Arch Manning for the Cinderella story that it could be, you are going to have this new regime tank for 2 seasons. You do not want to put your new regime in that kind of position, because they'll already be on the hot seat with the media, with the fans, with everybody, and the legacy there. You don't want to start off losing games on purpose and skipping out on quarterbacks. The Giants could have Shedeur and Cam Ward could very well be very good quarterbacks in the NFL, and skipping out on them to tank for 2 more seasons for a guy that we don't even know is what he really is yet. He just has the Manning name, and we don't even know where we're going to be picking in the 2026 draft. The Giants and the fans are scratching their heads trying to figure out when they're going to pick in this draft. So it's just the game of the unknown, saying, we're in good draft position right now. Let's just draft an offensive lineman, a cornerback for the future with the 2nd overall pick, and let's wait for Arch Manning because he has the Manning name. It's just not sustainable. And there's a lot of jobs at stake as well for 2 seasons. Say they completely clean house like the rumors say. Say that's true and they completely clean house. New coaching staff, new front office, new scouts, new everything, new personnel, new players, all of that. They're going to have to kind of do nothing for 2 years to try to acquire Arch Manning and then start to build their legacy. Malik Neighbors, for example, by the time the Giants even get Arch Manning and Arch Manning starts to hit his stride, maybe that takes a season or two to really hit his stride. It'll be time to pay Malik Neighbors already. You'll pretty much be wasting all those rookie contracts that, your Tyrone Tracy, Malik Neighbors, Andrew Thomas's contract would soon expire, Dexter Lawrence's contract would soon expire, and also Brian Burns. All the guys that we paid top money for, their contracts are going to be pretty much almost done by the time we get this franchise quarterback. There is no time to wait. I don't know about you guys, but I'm done losing. I'm done with constantly being the laughingstock in the NFL. I want to win games. And I'm sorry, I know everybody wants a Cinderella story, but it's just not. You guys have to think about it. I know everybody wants to think of it as a movie. They're watching a movie. They want a feel-good story. Another Manning, the next heir apparent to come in here and change the Giants. But I'm sorry, I'm not trying to suffer another 2 more years just for banking on the unknown. It would be really embarrassing for the Giants to purposely be the worst team in the NFL, completely trade everybody, all their players worth a damn, trade them all to acquire picks, to try to trade up and get a huge haul, in order to trade away a huge haul to get Arch Manning, and we don't even know what's going to happen with that yet. I don't think it's sustainable. Look at the tank for Tua situation. The Miami Dolphins intentionally tanked for Tua Tagovailoa, and they're still in a rut because Tua is good. He's just not worth tanking for. We don't know anything yet about this guy. I know he has the Manning name. I know he's impressed in the couple of games he's played, guys, but I don't know if it's actually worth doing for 2 seasons and being the laughingstock in the NFL for that. We're already the laughingstock. Let's try to acquire a franchise quarterback immediately and try to win games. That is my opinion on it, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. We're going to be doing, maybe I do a mock draft at the end of this week. I want to try to do something like that because it is scouting mode. I'm in pure scouting mode. I really don't care what happens in the season. I'm ready to lose all the games possible to try to gain that number 1, number 2, or 3 overall pick somewhere there to try to get a quarterback. I'm going to be scouting. I'm going to be watching film, and because this college season is over, and and we'll go from there. But that being said, guys, leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you are new, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Woo!